Welcome to another video. In the last video that I made, I showed you how I do long exposure shots, but I forgot to tell you how I focus with the ND filters on and which ND filters I use. So thank you Steven and Faith for pointing that out in the comments, and today I'm going to show you how. So what's the problem anyway when it comes to focusing with ND filters on? Well, the point is, when the filter is on, it's too dark for the camera to find the focus, and it could happen that you push your release button, camera is trying to focus but cannot find it because the filter is already on, and you have a picture that's then out of focus. So what can you do? Well, what I do is I separate the focus from the shutter release. That means when I push the shutter release button, the camera won't focus. Instead, I put the focus function on the AF on button. So when the camera focuses only when I push the AF on button, which is called back button focus by the way, I make sure that I can push the release button and the camera is not trying to focus again. My focus is frozen as I set it when I made my composition. So my workflow is that at first I set up my gear, tripod, camera, everything. I make my composition, I select my focal point, and then I push the AF on button to focus one time. And then I don't change the focus at all. After that I put on my filters, the polarizer and the ND filter, and then I know my focus is safe. I push the shutter release button, camera won't focus again. I know my focus is exactly at point. So let's look at the gear. The filter holder I selected is the Haida M10. The reason why I selected this one is because you can slide in the polarizer and you can easily turn the polarizer by scrolling the wheel on top. No need to turn the whole filter as it is the case with circular polarizers, which can lead to the problem that if you have a circular polarizer, you put on your ND filter and you realize that you forgot to adjust your polarizer. You have to turn the whole thing, including the ND filter, and actually you don't see through the ND filter anymore. So you have to take the filter off, adjust your polarizer, put on the ND filter again. And with the M10 and the scroll wheel, it's very easy to adjust later. So, and another advantage of the M10 filter holder is that it has a light isolation. That means I can just slide in the filter, the ND filters, and no light will get through. With other filter holders, you have to put the isolation on your filter itself. You have to glue it there, and well, these times are over. The filters I use, I have two ND filters, a 1000 ND filter and a 64 ND filter, which is enough for the photography I do. I can even combine it to have a very long exposure time, and well, so far I didn't need any other filters. So it's a polarizer, 64 ND filter and 1000 ND filter. Alright, and since we're already out there to make the video, let's take some cool pictures. And that's the adventure part. That's it for today. If you liked the video, give me a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have already, thank you very much for it. It means a lot to me. Really appreciate it. I hope you like this video. I hope you like my content. And I hope I see you all the next time.